Next, a medical first. A 13-year-old British boy with severe epilepsy has become the first person in the world to have a new device fitted in his skull to control seizures. Oran Nolson had multiple seizures every day, which were potentially life-threatening. But he's now been fitted with a so-called neurostimulator, which sends electrical signals deep into his brain. The 8-hour surgery last October inserted 2 electrodes deep into his brain until they reached the thalamus, a key relay station for neuronal information. Now, the ends of the leads were connected to the neurostimulator, a 3.5 centimetre square and 0.6 centimetre thick device, which was placed in a gap in Oran's skull where bone had been removed. Epilepsy seizures are triggered by abnormal bursts of electrical activity in the brain, and the device emits a constant pulse of current, aiming to block or disrupt the abnormal signals. Oran's mother, Justine, says the treatment's been life-changing.
Oran's seizures obviously were high in frequency, so he was having anywhere between, say, 50 to over 300 seizures a day. And the impact of that meant that day-to-day life was difficult. Even watching a TV programme, eating, all had safety implications. And cognitively, he'd lost skills, and it had affected every part of his childhood. We've seen a dramatic reduction in seizures. We've seen a shortening in length of seizures and severity. We haven't had to resuscitate Oran since the device was switched on, which is just amazing because we were frequently having to resuscitate him. And we're starting to see some skills develop again, which is just really promising, really exciting, really hopeful.
OK, well, for more on that story, let's speak to Martin Tisdall, who's the consultant paediatric neurosurgeon at Great Ormond Street Hospital in London, who performed the surgery. Welcome to the programme. It's nice to talk about something positive. Tell me more about how that came about.
This is a trial that we've been carrying out in partnership with engineers at Oxford University and doctors at King's College Hospital to treat children who have got a very severe complex form of epilepsy called Lennox-Gastaut syndrome. And you heard there the massive impact that the epilepsy was having on Oran's life. He started having seizures when he was 3 years old, and they progressively got worse since then. At one point, he was having hundreds of seizures a day. So he's been part of this trial to allow us to understand the use of deep brain stimulation for this type of epilepsy. He's now had the stimulator in place for 6 months, and what's really, really pleasing is to hear the huge impact it's had on his life, and not only his life, but the life of his family as well, so that he's really beginning to be able to do some of those things which a normal 13-year-old would do, and to start to get some of his life back.
And is this something that can be rolled out much more widely then, these kind of devices?
We're just at the start of the research period. So Oran's the first child to have this new device fitted. We've got plans to implant a further 3 children as part of the initial part of the study, and then a further 22 children after that. What's absolutely vital with this type of research is to see if it works across a range of children and to really document very carefully what the results are. And then we hope that, yes, in due course, we can use that data to make it available for many more children across the UK and across the world.
And what are the risks associated with this surgery when it comes to fitting that device?
So the surgery involves placing very fine electrodes into the brain. The electrodes are less than 2 millimeters in width, and actually the risks from that are very low. I think what's important is that this type of deep brain stimulation technology, indeed placing the electrodes, has been used for many years in other situations. So, for example, it's well established in adults with Parkinson's disease. It's been used much less in epilepsy, but the history of deep brain stimulation allows us to understand the risks very well. The other thing to say is, and I think you heard this listening to Oran's mum, this is a child who was having very severe, almost life-threatening seizures and was requiring resuscitation and multiple hospital visits. So actually, we're making the situation safer rather than more dangerous with this type of minimally invasive surgery.
Understood. And I was just reading about Oran's story in particular, that his family say that they know his treatment is not a cure, that they're optimistic he will continue to emerge from the shadow cast by his epilepsy. So this is kind of a sticking plaster then, but it's not a long-term solution?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think the point is that we haven't completely cured him of his seizures. He has had a dramatic 80% reduction in his daytime seizures. And what's more important is he stopped having those very nasty generalized seizures, and he stopped having the drop seizures, which are associated with falling over and injuring yourself or even fracturing bones. He is still continuing to have some of the smaller seizures. And so in a way, there's more work to do. There's more tuning to do of this device to see if we can improve the way it works even more. We're really hoping that Oren's going to be part of a further study where we're going to personalize the treatment to him so that the device can respond to his individual brainwaves. And so we hope that by that sort of iterative process, we'll be able to even further improve his epilepsy. And it's not a transient effect. We hope that effect will be lifelong for him.
Okay, that's incredible. Well, thank you, Martin Tisdall, consultant paediatric neurosurgeon. It's incredible the work that you've done, and we continue to stay optimistic for Oren and his family.
Thank you very much.
Shalom, brother Yair Bahinian. Come with a quick lesson. Praise everyone to the flock. Like, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or Hakwadash, the Ballers, Apostle, Elders, the Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. So you saw the news clip. They fitted the first person in the world, 13-year-old boy, with a device to help with his epilepsy. Like we told you before, all roads are leading to the MOTB, the mark of the beast. That device is pretty much it. That's a precursor. We told you they're gonna use these devices to supposedly quote help the people in society that have epileptic seizures, that have different brain issues. I did a video, I think it was last year, where a guy was a quadriplegic, and he was able to move his mouse with a device that was fitted inside his brain, and the little leads and nodes sticking out of his head. So, like we told you, they're going to fluff this up to make it seem it's going to be beneficial for you if you have said ailments in modern society of epilepsy, paraplegic, quadriplegic, any other brain issues going on. And that's how they're gonna push it to you. As you heard women said, is this gonna be be able to be pushed in the public's eye. He told her they're doing trials, they're gonna do a couple more children, and eventually they will. Watch and wait. They're gonna, within a finite time, a year or two, they're gonna push this out, and here you have it. Like you said, all roads lead to the MOTB. Elon Musk is doing something similar on his end also. So it is what it is. Don't say you weren't warned. The apostles and the elders of Great Millstone have been warning for many, many years. And brothers that come in the same spirit have been warning for many years. So you won't be able to say you didn't know. You won't be able to say you didn't know. This is Job chapter 13, verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. These doctors are physicians of no value. You think they have your best interest at heart? They don't. And let me rephrase that. Some might think they have your best interest, but they don't understand what this technology is going to lead to. It's that whole transhumanism. They're merging man with machine. That's the road we're heading down. Creating these, as you watch the Terminator movies and whatnot, cyborgs, part man, part machine. That's what they're going into. And like I said, all this is leading to the mark of the beast. Let's read it. I know people getting tired of hearing this over and over again, but we gotta keep mentioning it over and over again because, as I mentioned yesterday when I went out to the highways and byways, they're pushing it in your face. They're bringing it to you. So we have to keep bringing it up because it's out there. This is Revelation 13, verse 16. He calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. What did that little boy get? He got something playing in his head. It's supposed to help his brain so he won't have seizures and stuff. All right, we'll see. It's gonna do more than that. But hey, you believe it. You believe what you want to believe. You'll see soon enough. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you have this device inside of you, hand or head. Verse 18, here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, 666. Like I say, you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have this device. That's how they're gonna put it out there. You're gonna be if you don't have it, you will be on the fringes of society. They're gonna round you up. They're gonna put you in the FEMA camps. That's what's coming. But hey, we told you what was coming before it's really pushed in your face. So you won't be able to say you didn't know. If you take this thing, don't take it. It tells you what's going to happen if you take it. Let me get that right quick. Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, verse 10, what's going to happen? The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture in the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. So you're going to suffer a great torment when those nuclear missiles come. You're gonna burn, or whatever other way Yahweh Shem Yahshua is gonna have for you, to perish. That's what's gonna be your case. So again, we're telling you, all roads are leading to the MOTB. This is just another news clip that's going into that. You're going to be seeing many more of these clips popping up these next months, next year. So, hey, you've been warned. I hope that was edifying to the flock, to someone. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash, double honors, apostle, elders, great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful. Till next time.